have learned the shooter here on your screen is Genesse Moreno, and she has a long criminal history dating all the way back to 2005.
We're in here searching, hopefully trying to find a possible motive into what happened. But as at last check, that's still unclear.
The situation surrounding everything that happened at Joel Osteen's church was already weird to begin with. And if what is being reported right now is true, just about everybody's going to have something to say about it. In fact, if it got any crazier, I would insist that it was written in Hollywood. These are absolutely some wild allegations, and there's a lot to talk about. And if an open conversation is something you prefer, then this is the place for you. Welcome to The Point, so let's talk about it.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
The lady who walked into that church and started firing her weapon has now been identified as Genesse Ivonne Moreno. The reports have also alleged that what was on that weapon were the words "Free Palestine." Of course, everything here is an accusation, but I had said in my previous video, it just didn't sound right to me that a female had committed an act like this. That isn't something you hear about, and it's extremely rare. But Miss Moreno has a rap sheet, except under that rap sheet, her name is Jeffrey, so she's a he, and he has a laundry list of crimes that he's been charged with, to include assault, substance possession, forgery, evading, and unlawful carry. So let's just go on and get all the political stuff bundled up into a ball so everybody can have something to argue about. You have a Spanish citizen who is currently in a Republican state that is fighting the federal government over its immigration policies. Not only that, Miss Moreno is having disputes with her ex-husband, who happens to be Jewish, if these things are accurate. We've already mentioned that she is a he, so he is transitioned, meaning that the transgender community now has something to say, but he's also suffering from mental illness. And he had the words "Free Palestine" written on the assault rifle, which, by the way, he used an assault rifle. So that should give something for everybody who primarily focuses on the political side of the argument, something to talk about now. I mean, how crazy is this stuff if it's true? You cannot make this up. In fact, it is so wild, I'm going to sit here once again and say there has to be more to this, because this doesn't even make sense. It was weird enough they said a female walked into a church and opened fire on these people and didn't hit a soul, except for the one individual, and we don't know if that was from her or from the crossfire. That is yet to come out at the time of this video. So somebody's going to have to explain something to me here. What in the world is going on? And I can only at this point imagine the number of people that are going to be upset by something within this cluster of nonsense. I mean, the stuff's so wild, I honestly don't even know how to make a video about this. There's so many different angles and points of view to discuss that it's got my head spinning. I have never heard of this particular situation or anything even remotely close to it. I would guarantee this makes national news, and I would guarantee everybody picks a political side. I'm going to try not to do that here, but I figured I would bundle everything up into one ball so everybody could see exactly what everybody else was going to talk about. If you see any of these things differently, you can let me know down in the comments below. Other than that, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. Y'all stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.